What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Yeah. Regardless of your looks, you still have to have the right mindset. And when I talk about looks in this one, not just your face, but even with body game, even with body game, and you know how much I promote body game. Now, let me be clear before I really get deep into this. Let's just be real. Women can get wet just off your physical appearance, and that could be any part of your body or whatever. Let's just be clear on that. They can get wet on that, but I don't care what you look like. I don't care how tall you are, how muscular you are, how much you match or physically match a woman's imprint. I don't care what it is. You still got to have the right mindset. What that mean? You can have all of that. You can have the looks, but what are you doing with it? That's up here. Like, I remember a few years ago, I was doing some videos on Handsome Man game, right? And accidentally, because I did a video talking about you don't have to work that hard if you handsome, right? And that's one of my more popular videos. That was really, and I will say it to this day, that was a filler video. All right, and let's just be real. Women I don't give a shit what they say. They are moved by a man's overall physical appearance. You know, not just their face. Some are, but some are moved by because a man got a big old chest, or a man is a certain height. Let's just be real on it. They move by a man's physicality. Hell, they can get wet just seeing that. But what do I also say? Women will say he was all right till he opened his mouth. They'll be like, he was fine, then he opened his mouth. That's on a mindset. I don't give a shit how fine you might be. You open your mouth and that can blow it. In fact, a lot of guys, they will blow it. In fact, that's why you got a lot of guys promoting Handsome Man game. Because a lot of guys, they'll be told by women, oh yeah, you handsome. You handsome, but don't know what to do with it. Indeed, that's why you need game, period. Because game is really just knowledge and what you're going to do with it. Yeah, you can be like that fashion model, fitness model, whatever. You could be 6'2" and above. You can have hair, all the physical stuff. And yeah, got this thing blocking me. But hey, that's a lesson right there. Regardless, y'all wasn't really seeing my face then, but y'all still, if y'all was smart, were listening to what I was saying. But you can have all of that and still blow it with women, and a lot of guys do and can't figure it out. That's because they thinking it's just that. But you still got to have the right mindset. Your mindset is you still got to be confident in when you talk to them. You still got to be confident in yourself. You can't be stupid when you approach them. There's so many things in there, and it's all mindset. Your mind got to be right. Because there's plenty of dudes. Shoot, I know of a dude right now. He's on the autism spectrum. Tall and everything. Women be going crazy over him. But dude can't really communicate that well. So what good is it doing him? Because the mindset is how you talk to him, how confident you are. Especially, like if a man is real handsome and, he got all that physical stuff that get a woman wet. But he talking, he can't really communicate with him, or he's not confident, or he don't believe in himself. That's doing him no good. You still gotta have the mind. I don't care. Women just don't grab a guy just because he look good and just take him someplace. They really don't. You still got to have a conversation with them. You still got to be able to talk with them. You still got to have a certain amount of confidence. Shit, I told the story one time with this one woman. And I told it a couple times, and I don't mind telling it, because I blew it. I have no problem blew it. In fact, it was with a Bahamian woman. I'll never forget, I was over her place, and she doing all this stuff, and I ain't make a move. And what she did at some point, she came over, sat on my lap, gave me a kiss on my lips. And not no deep kiss either. A peck on my lips. And just said the most we can be is friends. And this Bahamian dude said, yeah, you just didn't go for it. Now, the woman was obviously very attracted to me. She probably would have gave me something then, but I didn't make the move. I didn't have the right mindset at that moment. In fact, that was, and indeed, that was even before body game. I didn't have the right mindset. See, I'm gonna tell you what, a lot of guys lose out, not because they unappealing, not because they ugly. Shit, most guys look good to somebody. If a guy like works out a little bit and fixes himself up, let the barber bless him and everything, got some stuff on, he got something going on. A lot of guys blow it with women, not because of physicality. It's because of what they say. It's because of what they do. It's because of their mindset. You got to have that right mindset. Indeed, a lot of guys really don't believe in themselves. That's why, that's objective mindset. Let me talk about that. A lot of guys so busy comparing themselves to other guys, they don't realize, look, they not confident in themselves, and then that comes off to women. See, your mindset comes off not in your physicality or how you dress or whatever, your physical look. It comes off in how you walk, how you talk. Because I've known some dudes, there's been quite a few situations where I knew both sides of the situation. I knew the man, I knew the woman. And the woman that's why I always say a woman say a guy was fine until he opened his mouth. And they would just be straight up like, yeah, he looked good, but then he opened his mouth. He didn't have confidence. Like I knew a guy, he had women going crazy over him, but he didn't have confidence within himself. He got goofy around real beautiful women. I've known a few guys like that. They didn't have the right mindset. Because with a lot of women, they already decide. See, here's the thing with women. They already decided that you look good. At least good to them, right? And they'll be receptive, but most of the time, and I emphasize most because there's always exceptions, most of the time, they're not going to be the ones to approach. Most of the time. There's some exceptions, but let me go on a tangent real quick. When you get women who approach you as a man, a lot of times they got some masculine energy within them. They got some masculine energy. They bossy. Now, unless you good with being with a bossy woman, if you good with it, okay, fine, go for it. Just sit back. But most women, they want a man to make the move. Most women want a man to take charge. And see, that's part of mindset too. Are you a take charge guy, or are you going to let the women do the thing? Like, don't be like I was with that Bahamian woman. I had no problem saying it. Cause let me go on another tangent there. Any man who said he ain't mess up with some woman ain't been with them around enough. Cause you get men out here talking about they done slept with 300 women and shit. That means they done blew it with 1,200 women. It just is what it is. So there's no shame in it. Don't make my same mistake, okay? Because some of the stuff I tell you is stuff that I made a mistake with. I dealt with a whole lot of women. I left a lot on the table. Don't be like Rom, all right? Don't be like Rom. And don't get mad at the women, because the only thing those women had in common was me. Right? But my mindset wasn't right. When I look back at the women that I blew it with, even ones I was in relationships with, and there was a breakup, it was always my mindset. See, you gotta have that right mindset. Yeah, you still, hey, look, you still want to fix up, looks max as best as possible. Hey, you still want to engage in body game. You still want to work on your style and everything. But all that is bait. All that is will get the woman over there. Ooh, it's a holiday. I haven't seen Popo yet. Anyway, that's the thing. You still doing whatever. You still want to get the bait, but then you got to have that conversation with them. And see, if you talking with them and your voice shaking, or you talking with them, you ain't looking them in the eye, or you talking with them, you ain't coming off as strong, the woman, she's going to be turned off. That's why you be seeing some dudes who probably aren't as tall, aren't as handsome, aren't as muscular, even in the woman's eyes, but they still get the women because they confident. They still got the balls to talk to the woman. They still got a mindset of like going to get theirs no matter what. They still got the right mindset. Indeed, even with that whole thing with select and non-select. Like I knew, like if you think about it, right? People who watch the older Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episodes with Will Smith and Carlton. The only difference was really not even their physicality. Because the guy playing Carlton, I mean, some women considered him handsome. A lot of women considered him handsome, but it was his mindset. Like I knew this guy who was a virgin. Heck, I need to check one. He should be in his 50s now. I don't know. But he was a virgin years ago, right? That dude was a virgin, but you talk to a lot of women, they thought he was handsome. They would say, oh yeah, he handsome now, right? Now, some guys be thinking, oh, that's all you have to do is be handsome and get a woman. I wish it was that easy. This dude was handsome, and he was a pretty good athlete, everything. But he had trouble with the women. He had trouble getting them. His mindset wasn't right. That's why he kept losing out. His mindset was jacked up. He didn't have the right mindset. You gotta have a certain mindset to get women. You gotta have a certain level of aggressiveness, a certain amount of confidence. That's what you gotta have. Because if you don't have those things, what good is it? I want y'all to think about that. What good is it? You know? You don't have a mindset. It's like you got, like, let's say you got one of those, like, supercars or something. It could be anything. I'll say a Lamborghini. What good is having that Lamborghini, but you never get it out on the highway or the road and really drive it? I mean, that's the same thing. You got this real expensive car, or it could be a Bentley, whatever. It could be a Rolls Royce, whatever. What good is it if you only drive it, what, less than 100 miles a week, and you just drive it to the store and back? What good is it? Well, that's the same thing if you got that physical package, but you don't have the mindset to really use it. You know? You gotta have the mindset. You gotta say, okay, you got all this stuff, but you still gotta have the mindset. Like, when it's rare, somebody will talk about, well, Rom, I hit the gym, I do all that. Okay, but you still gotta have the mindset. Like body game. You can have a good body. You can be muscular or, fit, whatever. What good is it if you don't have the mindset to use it? Or like the big thing now is height. I mean, that height thing is crazy. You got the biggest scam now is how people can grow their height without an operation, right? But you got some people, some men who they are over 6 feet. Shit, they're over 6 foot too. They in the what? That's what 3% of the global population over 6'2". Shit, they got a height. They standing out, and they still having trouble getting women. What good is it? They ain't had the right mindset. Basically, what I'm saying is, no matter if you got it, you got to know how to use it. Now, a good friend of mine, Jim, and for those who've read Nice Guys and Players, he would say, if you got it, nobody want it, then you don't got it. But I would say this, what good is it if you got those looks, you got that physicality, but you don't have the mindset to use it properly? Women going to be looking. So what you going to do about it? You know, women going to be checking you out. What you going to do about it? Women think you handsome. What you going to do about it? Like I said, most of them ain't going to do the approaching. Most of them going to put themselves in position. And you still got to take charge. Most of them, in fact, really, if you got those looks or physicality, whatever term you want to use, overall physical appearance, most that do is make the woman receptive. The average woman. Like I said, there's some women out there who will do the approaching and everything. There's some women out there who will do that. But is that what you want? That's not what you want, is it? She. Let me say that again. She. You gotta still be aggressive. You still gotta be the one who's gonna make the move. You still gotta do what you're gonna do. You know, it's gonna stop one place, but this place ain't open yet. Anyway, you still gotta have the mindset. The mindset. You gotta be in your mind to do what you gotta do, to make the move that you gotta make. Alright? I want y'all to think about that. Because there are some people out there, even with body game, thinking, oh, they just get a body and then like, well, I've been in the gym, what's up? You talking to the woman? Like, even when people talk about choosing signals, okay, fine. Got some choosing signals. Okay, you still got to approach it. And you still got to be confident. Because I'll say it again. There's many a woman said they will say he was fine till he opened his mouth. And just real quick, there's a Dunkin' Donuts right there. About 3 cars stopped and turned off in there. And they having some issues. Anyway, I won't do any Rom Wills Money Matters on these joints. But anyway, right? Mindset. You gotta have the mindset. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you got. You know? You still gotta have the mindset. That's why, like I said, that's why you get some dudes, they don't even look as good. They don't got the same body, but they got the mindset. The mindset is key, all right? Anyway, that's all I got for now. Wait a minute. That's all I got for now, y'all. I want y'all to really think about that. You still gotta have it up here no matter what. In fact, really, you gotta have it up here for everything else, because you gotta have it up here to improve your looks and your physicality anyway. But if it ain't up here, you can do all that other stuff. And maybe you'll look up and get some woman who'll grab at you, but she's going to be bossy. Now, if that's what you want, fine. But for the average woman, you got to make the move. And you got to take charge. You got to be confident. You got to have that right mindset, all right? So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.